The weather, the flooding, these are going to be our top stories this morning. We are focusing in on Ontario's cottage country right now, being hit with more rain this morning. The town of Bracebridge remains under a state of emergency because of heavy flooding. Now, as Frank has been mentioning all morning long, the town could get anywhere between 25 to 40 millimeters, even possibly 50 millimeters of rain. City officials here say this forecast is not promising. Water in 2 nearby lakes already beyond capacity, and flooding of the Muskoka River could get much worse. Already there's been a voluntary evacuation for some areas. Dozens of roads have been flooded or washed out, and water levels expected to surpass that flooding of 2013. Which was the worst in a century. We're going to check in with our Tammy Sutherland shortly for the latest here. Let's go to Ottawa now, where the city is declaring a state of emergency because of severe flooding as well. They're now calling in the army for help. In fact, about 400 troops expected in the capital today to provide support to the region. Up to 35 millimeters of rain and possible snow flurries expected today and tomorrow. And the Ottawa River could rise half a meter in some areas to dangerous levels. Officials there say the city could remain in this state of emergency for some time. Recovery operations could take weeks. We are expecting to see Premier Ford visit today. All right, many of us likely got the Amber Alert on our phones last night, and now Peel Regional Police saying thanks to it being issued, a 5-year-old Mississauga boy found safe. He and his mother reported missing by the father yesterday morning. The pair spotted, found about 300 kilometers away in a KFC in Tilbury, which is near Chatham, Kent, in the evening. There were concerns that a pre-existing condition might cause the mum to act out of character if not treated. It's not clear if there are going to be any charges laid. The Ford government introducing legislation that would make school bus video usable in court to prosecute drivers who put children in danger by not stopping. Have a look at this. This is dashcam video from Wednesday on Victoria Park north of St. Clair. See that bus right there? Well, several cars continue to pass. Meanwhile, it has lights flashing. The stop sign is deployed. The new legislation would make video from cameras mounted on school buses admissible in court without needing additional witnesses. It would also make it easier to prosecute people who don't obey the law. Hundreds gathering in Scarborough last night for a multi-faith service paying tribute to victims of Easter Sunday's attacks in Sri Lanka. The service, called Ring of Peace, held at the Immaculate Heart of Mary Catholic Church. Toronto's Archbishop Thomas Cardinal Collins spoke about the evils of the world and battling them through acts of love.
When we see this horror of last Easter Sunday, these dear poor people just worshiping the Lord on the day of the resurrection, it makes it come deeper into our own hearts. But this is not unique. This is not alone. It is across the world. And we need to be aware of that.
Meantime, in Sri Lanka, officials revising the death toll down almost 100 from 359, now saying 253. They say it's because of calculation error and difficulty in identifying the victims.